it's been a hot minute since we responded to this scumbag. But anyways, guys, let's just get this over with. What's up, bitches? So, the evil scumbag pedophile known as Jared Genesis just made the most egregious, the most inaccurate BS conspiracy take I have ever seen about gaming. So let's get this over with, shall we?
I'm just gonna say it like this, man. If you bought the Nintendo Switch 2, you are a giant tool. You are what's wrong with gaming. You are a fucking moron.
Right off the bat, just showing what type of person you really are. A gatekeeping piece of shit.
That's it, bro. Like, I just have no tolerance for this shit anymore. And I don't care if this makes me look like a douchebag. Nintendo intentionally screwed you guys over, bro.
Oh, really? So are you going to give us examples? Or are you just going to talk straight out of your ass like you always do?
In many, many ways, okay? That whole lie about it being physical, yeah, that was fucking bullshit. Surprise! 70% of the games are not. You know what I'm saying? And you're gonna have to buy a stupid patch or whatever if you get a physical one. It's just so stupid, bro. If you want to like update an old one.
And yet, the Nintendo Switch 2 plays games. They play consoles. You can literally physically play games on the Switch too. It's not that hard to actually do it. Here, I'll show you myself. Nintendo Switch 2. I have Mario Kart World, Mario Kart 8, and Super Smash Bros. Ultimate on the game. As you can see, there is a Switch console in there for Mario Kart 8. So let's see what happens if I press A. Let's see what happens. Oh, look, it's playing. Looks like you're fucking wrong. Again, Jared. Oh, look, you're wrong as always.
There's so many gimmicks with this shit, bro. It is just beyond forgivable at this point. Nintendo can gobble my fucking gooch. Seriously, bro.
That is a very graphic statement. I did not need that mental image.
Gobble it up like goddamn Thanksgiving dinner, bitch. You suck. You're a bunch of commie.
Wait, what? Nintendo is a communist company? How? Please explain to me how Nintendo is a communist company.
And you know, it's funny. I was thinking about this earlier. I really think that was Nintendo's plan all along. Was just to take over America through video games. I really do, bro. Because I follow the, there's a conspiracy theory about Mario being a communist. It's true. Like, it is fucking true, bro. If you really study it, you know, he jumps on the communist flag, bro. Like, in the first game. The white flag with a red star. And there's so much more to it, bro. Like, he is a legit communist.
Oh, good God. The flag in the original Super Mario Brothers game had a green mushroom on it. A white flag with a mushroom on it is very fucking different than the communist red flag with the hammer and sickle.
And they mocked Americans too, making him a fat plumber.
You're wrong again. They made Mario a plumber because of the fact that literally a majority of the game consisted of underground levels filled with pipes. That's not mocking America, that's just facts.
It was a mocking of America. You know, I'm telling you guys, like, they are taking over. The Chinese are taking over, bro.
Yes, Nintendo, the Chinese company, is taking over. Even though Nintendo is based in the country of Japan. And newsflash for you, Jared, you xenophobic racist. Japan isn't communist. It's never been communist.
Alright? We have a problem. We have a serious problem, dude. You know, there's pre-made PCs that come with spyware. These Chinese-made fucking Gaming PCs? Oh yeah. They're plotting. They're plotting our fucking doom, bro.
Pre-made gaming PCs are not primarily made in China. Hell, a good majority of them are made in the United States. Also, if they have spyware on them, majority of the time that's the fault of the user.
And Nintendo has the power to basically shut your game off now, to hack your game or whatever, like they did with that one guy. What the fuck, bro? They can literally destroy your system now, dude.
Oh boy, the only way Nintendo can actually break a console is by one of the following. If they believe that the console has been hacked, if the console has pirated games on it, or, and more importantly, if the terms of service has been violated in any way. Personal accountability. You know, the thing that Jared hates the most.
Tell me that this is not 1984, goddammit.
It's not 1984.
Tell me, bro, that we're not living in an Orwellian time when that shit can happen. Which, by the way, I mean, non-physical games are Orwellian to begin with, bro. They can take away that shit too. They're all just running on a server. Once that server goes down, all your games are gonna be gone. You guys realize that, right? Your games on your Switch that are non-physical will not last forever. There will be a time that Nintendo Switch, you know what I mean? That the server stops working. That they move on to other shit. You're just gonna have a brick.
Welcome to today's world. Don't like it? Too fucking bad.
You know, basically it's a brick right now anyways. I mean, all you can do is just play updated old games and fucking Mario Party, bro.
Well, then it's not a brick. If you can play games on it, it's not a brick. Plus, we're about to get the new Donkey Kong game in about a week. It's a brand new console that just came out. There's gonna be new games that's gonna be coming onto the console at some point. Jesus fucking Christ.
When the Virtual Boy dropped, this is how old I am. I remember it only dropped with fucking Mario Tennis. Like, they've been doing this for decades, bro. Okay? I'm an OG, you know, I can speak on this shit. If I want to say Nintendo sucks, I should damn well be able to, because I've spent countless of dollars on this goddamn company.
You didn't spend anything on the company. Your parents did. Mainly because of the fact that you don't have any form of money.
I've owned every system they ever made, almost. Minus the exception of, what? Actually, no, I have owned every goddamn system. I'm thinking here, like...
You know, I'm pretty sure there's footage of you out there saying that you didn't really have every single console that Nintendo has ever fucking made.
Just making sure the old ones, Nintendo... Yeah, I've owned the NES, the Super Nintendo, N64, the goddamn GameCube. I only had that shit for a little while, though, because that shit sucked. GameCube was still better than Wii. Wii was when it really got started with gimmicks. And, you know, that's what the Switch is, bro. It's just a giant fucking gimmick.
Okay, please explain to me how the Nintendo Switch 2 is going to be a gimmick.
Okay, it's a handheld that's pretending to be a console. Nobody uses the Switch as a fucking console. Nobody does that, dude.
Just because you couldn't figure out how the dock works, doesn't mean it's not a console.
Name one person you know that actually does that shit.
Me, my friends, plenty of other people. Again, just because you couldn't figure out how the dock works and pretty much ended up destroying your entire fucking TV over it, does not mean the game is not a console.
If a person wants to play a console, they'll play a fucking PS5, okay? Which, by the way, I just found out Xbox has a handheld now. Oh shit. Nintendo, you're in some fucking trouble. You got a lot of competitors, bro. I'm telling you guys, this shit is gonna fail.
Right, Nintendo Switch 2 is gonna fail. Even though this console has already brought in over 3 million units within the first 24 hours of launch. Which, you know, this is technically considered a record-breaking launch for a console.
And I think Nintendo knows this. I know that they know this. They know they suck. They know they're no longer the cool club. Okay? They never really were, in my opinion. I mean, maybe like super old school Nintendo.
Yeah, sure, buddy. Nintendo does suck, even though this console's gonna bring in way more millions than it already has.
Like Super Nintendo, NES, but no, bro. They've been selling out since like the N64, bro. There was a lot of dirty politics with that shit. Plus, it was stupid why they used cartridges. That was so stupid. Why they didn't use CDs for the N64. They lost so much money in doing that.
The Nintendo 64 used cartridges instead of CDs because of load times, durability, and privacy. Is it really that hard just to do a simple form of Google search? Is it really that hard for you to do any form of research?
And they made us pay more money. You know what I mean? It was just such a concept to use cartridges in like 1996 or whenever that shit dropped. I mean, it was cool. Like, don't get me wrong. I didn't know cartridges could run shit that powerful, but I mean, apparently they can if you can get a little bitty fucking what do you call, on the Nintendo Switch, those little fucking games. That's impressive as fuck. I still don't understand how they have Witcher 3 as a tiny little cartridge, an open world game. That blows my fucking mind.
It's amazing when you think about it. You've said so far in this video that Nintendo is bad, Nintendo is horrible, Nintendos are criminals. And yet in the same video, almost in the exact same breath, you contradict yourself. When you absolutely say, oh, Nintendo is good when they make their games. It's the hypocrisy for me. It's the lack of self-awareness for me as well.
I will be honest with you there. But what do you call those? Drives? I don't really know. Not a cartridge, right? Anyways, I digress, guys. I guess I pretty much said all I wanted to say, with the fucking Switch. Like, it's got so many problems, the Switch 2, bro. I've heard from many people it's uncomfortable. The way they designed it is just stupid. The battery life is terrible. It's crap. Like, it's just fucking crap, dude.
I've had no issues with my Switch 2, and honestly, if you don't like it, don't fucking buy it. Don't bring down others who are excited for this console. Because at that point, you just look like a complete and utter scumbag.
And if you buy this thing, you're a giant fucking tool. That's all.
And you're a complete and utter scumbag. Well, what is it that you always go ahead spouting about? If you put out good things out into the universe, you're gonna get good things back in return? Well, in this video, you're doing absolutely nothing but spouting absolute hate and vitriol. I guess you're gonna get what you fucking deserve.
That's all I have to say, bro. At least just wait, bro. At least stop sucking Nintendo's cock so hard to where all you stupid soy jack fanboys have to buy something right when it drops. At least show them that you have some willpower and are not going to completely bow down to them.
Just admit that you don't want gamers to be excited for upcoming games or consoles. You just want them to be miserable just like you.
Wait like half a year, bro. It'll at least have a decent library by then. I mean, maybe somewhat. I really don't know, though. I question that, honestly. I would even say wait a fucking whole year, unless they show that they're actually giving a damn, which they won't. Because, guys, like I said, they know their time is over now. Nintendo knows they suck. They know that they can't make anything innovative anymore. They haven't in years.
I would say that the original concept of the Switch is very innovative. Just because you don't like it doesn't mean other people won't like it.
Okay? The Switch had a good run. They should have just ended with that. Like, they should have just gone back to making cards, like in the fucking 1700s. Did you guys know that? Did you know in the 1700s Nintendo was around?
You're wrong about the date. They weren't around in the 1700s, Jared. Nintendo started in 1889 in Kyoto, Japan.
They were like hacking a way to make poker cards that was legal because gambling was illegal in Japan or some shit. They were basically working with the mafia, It just shows you they've been criminals all along, dude.
Why is research such a foreign concept to you? Yes, they started out as a card-playing company. You want to know what card game they specialized in? They specialize in Hanafuda cards, a traditional Japanese card-playing game.
Like, it's crazy, bro. I will admit the story is kind of cool, though. Yeah, I will admit that it's kind of fucking cool. But still, nonetheless, it just shows you what a criminal fucking empire they are.
They are not a criminal empire. Also, pot calling the kettle black there, because, Jared, remind me, how many times have you committed crimes in the state of Texas?
And what they have been for hundreds of years now. It's just fucking insane, guys. It is truly insane. All the dirty politics, what they did to Sega. They bullied stores, they bullied companies not to work with Sega.
There is no direct evidence that Nintendo ever bullied stores who did business with Sega.
I know this is fact. There's no reason why the Dreamcast should have failed like it did. There's no reason, bro. It was one of Sega's best fucking consoles ever.
I love how he always blames Nintendo for the reason why the Dreamcast failed. And yet, with a simple form of Google search, you will see that the reason why the Dreamcast failed was because of three main reasons. One, because there was strong competition coming from the PlayStation 2. Two, because of the fact that there was little to no third-party support. And three, Sega's flawed marketing.
There were obvious dirty politics, bro. Anyways, guys, that's pretty much what I got for today, man. I just had to fucking rant on that shit. Also, Resident Evil 9. I don't have anything to say other than, you guys just stop getting hyped up for garbage. 7 and 8 had nothing to even do with the series, hardly. Like, do you really think this shit's gonna be good? Even if they talk about it's going back to Raccoon City?
I don't know why you're using air quotes. The game literally said and showed that they're going back to Raccoon City years after the nuclear explosion.
So stupid, bro. I'm actually getting a migraine talking about this. Like, my head is legit pounding now.
Good. Maybe you should stop while you're ahead.
And it's incredible to me. It's incredible to me how so many of these fanboys just keep falling for the gimmicks. You keep falling for all their stupid tactics, guys. And you guys are the reason why gaming is dead.
You know, he always says that phrase. Gaming is dead. Alright, at the end of this video, I'm going to show him exactly why he is 100% wrong on that fucking stupid saying.
People like you who buy the Switch, and other stupid consoles when they first drop, who pre-order stupid crap, not knowing if you're even gonna like it. You guys are why gaming is dead. And I have a present for you. Hold on. Oh yeah, perfect timing.
That room just smells of decay, I guarantee it.
That's exactly what you guys are, a bunch of fucking farts. And, you know what I'm saying? Just a bunch of smelly fucking farts. Supporting a smelly fucking system that does not give a shit about you as a gamer. I'm telling you guys, Nintendo is fucking communist. It is, bro. Mario is a dirty commie rat, dude. Like, fuck him, bro. Fuck Luigi, too. Peace, guys.
And a big fuck you for spreading nothing but hatred and vitriol. Alright, so we all know that Jared loves to spread around the phrase, gaming is dead, RIP gaming, while conveniently ignoring and leaving out the fact that not only has this decade, but previous years as well has brought us some amazing games. Not to mention the fact that the Switch 2 has literally brought back a concept that everyone thought was dead and gone, which is midnight releases. Jared, every single point that you made in this video can easily be refuted by doing a simple fucking Google search. All you did in this video was spew nothing but hate and vitriol to those who have done nothing but enjoy themselves. You keep saying that you believe in manifestation, giving good out to the universe and giving good, and the universe giving good back to you. Well, By your actions in this video alone, I can 100% say without a shadow of a doubt, you will not be getting anything good from the universe. And honestly, I truly feel sorry for the person who gifted you that original Nintendo Switch. Boy, I'm pretty sure he feels completely fucking stupid knowing that it went to an ungrateful piece of shit like you. Anyways, guys, I'm Egghead. Thanks for watching, and get fucked, Jared Genesis. My lord, what a complete and utter fucking idiot. Just nothing but pure hatred and vitriol to his fellow human beings. My God.